Hello everyone and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be doing part 2 of our 3-part series for May Butterflies Design. Let's get started. So after stripping away my last set, I am now applying a pH bond to each of the nails. And then I'll be brushing a primer on each tip. And I already had selected the sizes. I still didn't write down the numbers, so I'm gonna have to get on that. So now I'm going to put some adhesive onto the soft gel nail, and I'm going to start from the end and roll it down onto my nail bed, putting equal pressure throughout so that we avoid any air pockets. And then I'm going to tap my light here and cure it for 5 seconds. And I'll give it a 60-second full cure after that. And then I realized I forgot to put primer on my nail, so I'm doing that now. And then I'm going to go back to putting the adhesive on each of the nails. So I'll let you know if that pinky nail stays on, because I've forgotten to put both in the past. And I think it might have been like polygel at the time, and it popped off shortly after. But see, this process here for the gelish soft gel tips, I so think is so much fun. It's really easy, and just thinking back on polygel and hard gel, and I've said it before, although I love sculpting with hard gel, this is so easy, as you can see here. I'm still getting used to the ratio so that I don't have too much excess underneath after I push the nail down. But for the most part, I did a pretty good job. I only have like a couple of nails that went over a little bit, so, and not too much leakage on the edges. So after doing all that, I'm going to take my top coat, and this top coat is probably nearing the end of the line there, so I'm tilting it to get every last bit out. But I'm putting down a layer of this, and then we're going to be putting on some of these holographic butterflies. And again, we're doing a May butterflies design. I've been wanting to do, I had like the concept of it during wintertime, and it's been in the back of my head since then, because I obviously needed to wait for the right opportunity to do this design. And obviously spring is a really good opportunity to do this design now. So after giving that a cure, I'm gonna put a layer of top coat on this, and now you definitely want to wipe off the sticky layer, and I did do that, but it would take some of the butterflies off, so I admit I did not nail cleanse after that first top coat. So, you know, if you end up trying to replicate this design, use a no wipe top coat to adhere those butterflies so that you don't need to worry about the sticky layer. I don't like to have it on there, but it's on there. So I'm going in with this light blue stamping polish, And I'm now putting on some Sally Hensen's Miracle Gel color Street Fair, it's called. And we're painting this on a bias here so you want to slant those lines. I wanted to break it up and not make it so even Steven. And I'm just liberally laying this down to do a backdrop. So if the lines aren't perfect, it's okay because I'm going to be doing an ombre. So now I'm applying Sally Hensen's Miracle Gel color Pinkterest. Cute name. And I was thinking of like a sky, maybe at sunset or at dawn. These colors pop out in the sky, and it's pretty. Um, so I'm taking a sponge now, and I put on some of that Pinkterest along with the Street Flare, and I'm just gently pouncing the sponge over those lines to dull it out. Here I'm doing the sky blue color stamping polish and the Street Flare regular polish, and you just want to blur these lines out to create an ombre. So now I'm taking that sky blue and I laid down some tape on a bias to mimic the other two nails that we just did. And I'm just going to fill this in with the sky blue stamping polish. Now, these didn't come with names. I'm just giving it a name, but I'll leave a link in the description box below for that. It came in a set. If you see my videos before, these are the two nail polishes that I end up using so much because I bought a bunch and I haven't used them up yet, so it'll be some time before you see these suckers disappear. But with the stamping polish, it dries quick and it lays down a little thick, so you just want to be generous with the application to remove the brush strokes. And then I just ripped off that piece of tape, and I'm letting it dry fully while I'm doing this. So again, I'm putting the tape in a bias, and I'm putting down my Street Flare by Sally Hensen's Miracle Gel. And again, I'm peeling off this tape. And one more time with Pinkterest. And the Pinkterest was a little transparent, so, and as you can see, I'm putting another coat on, and it really doesn't hide those butterflies, so that's fine with me because I originally intended to do an ombre into the holographic glitter, and that didn't look nice to me. I actually tested it out, so kudos to me. As you know, I hardly ever plan anything, but I had this idea and I wanted to test it out. So, yeah, did the ombre on the clear nail, and it just didn't look right to me. So I'm making crisp lines. But I am applying this matte gel polish on over the color. I don't want it to be shiny. The holographic butterflies will do enough for it. So I want to dull out these colors here. So after curing all that, I'm going back in with some gummy jelly and some shiny by Couture, and I'm putting on a skinny line down this bias here, and I want to make sure that I don't let this run all over because I want to keep the matte finish on that Pinkterest color. and I don't show it, but I do a lot of my brush with the nail cleanser when I'm applying these different stages of this design. So I needed to clean things up, and I definitely did it with this application just because I want to make sure that I'm applying the gummy jelly and the shiny only on the parts where I'm going to be laying down the rhinestones. So I'll leave a link in the description box below for these guys, but like the last set, I used the same rhinestones just in a clear color. These are the first ones that I bought that have that crystal iridescent look to it. I don't even know what you'd call it, but yeah, like the crystal look, I guess. Um, to match the colors popping off of the hollow butterfly glitter. And I'm just making a straight line down this nail to break up the two sections. And I originally didn't intend to do this. Like I said, I was gonna just do an ombre fade into the clear butterfly hollow glitter. And yeah, so it just didn't look right to me. So, but I do like this better actually. It's a lot cleaner. I guess I tend to do more of that than ombre stuff. I mean, it's very rare that I think I've only done it one other time in video. I've done it in the past, but I think in video I've only done it once. So, at any rate, okay, so here you can see that I'm cleaning up those lines because I don't want to ruin the matte finish that I had put down. So that's what I love about gel polishes, gummy jelly, you know, gel top coat, anything gel, because you can manipulate it in so many ways, and if you mess up, you can just nail cleanse it off. So I'm going to give that a cure, and now moving on to my pinky nail, where we did the three ombre colors, and I laid out a design, and I'm just applying the gummy jelly to where I am, where I know I'm going to be placing the rhinestones. So if you made it halfway through this video, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I know these things tend to be so long and you just want to get to the punch. But I'm really excited to show this design. I guess that tends to happen with things that you had, I guess in my head, worked on mentally for months. So I can't wait to show the finished product, but and just using the different techniques. Like I don't normally do ombre, so it's always nice to do something that you're not comfortable with, and doing something new. So in my I don't know if it was my last the diamonds video or a few videos back about how I place my gems, but yeah, I kind of struggled with what pattern I was going to make with this rhinestone because I didn't want it to be too much, but I had only a small area to work with on my pinky nails. So, you know, what could I do that's not like a simple line down the middle? So, I actually took a look at the leftover rhinestones that I have, and I said, okay, let me use something that I haven't used yet or still have enough of, and so I picked these 3 pieces here, um, hoping that it would fit, and sure enough, it did. So this kind of works out great because it ended up looking like a flower. And you can't have a butterfly without a flower, so um, I uh, I just started from these 3 pieces and then just worked my way um, throughout the rest of the nail. So it is a tiny nail, so I'm trying not to overbear it with too many rhinestones. So after I place these 3 down, I'm gonna place a center, an anchor. It's like an anchor piece. If it was something larger, then it would become an accent piece. But you always want to have that one uh, rhinestone that can center whatever configuration you lay down on your nail. And that's kind of like just my tip, I guess, the way that I go. So I can make this off center. I can you know, follow the bias on this ombre. But I would definitely want to tie it in with a centerpiece. So I put a round rhinestone in the middle. And then, of course, you want to flank it with some other pieces. So I didn't want this to grow any bigger, that base of the nail there. I mean, there's already 3 large pieces. So I want to, another MO in my gem designs is that if I do want to leave a good amount of the nail exposed, but I can't stop putting rhinestones, I would have that main focus point, and then as you see here, just placing tinier rhinestones offset the main piece there. So it kind of it ties together, and it's kind of like spreading out. So yeah, that's how I end up planning some of these configurations. But you know, for some people it'll just come like second nature. Um I love geometry. When I went to college for architecture, I always designed with orthogonal lines and breaking up spaces in like you know, chunky blocks. So and one of my I guess you can say I love like Art Deco, Art Nouveau kind of type designs, I guess, in architecture. So I mean, if you can, um, if you know of that or look that up, I guess that's where I kind of dwell in the land of design here. I try to do different things, but very rarely, and I don't really think about it. So if I tend to do the same things and you're tired of it, let me know. I'll switch it up. So, because I've been just dabbling with nail stuff for quite some time on and off, nothing too serious until the last like 4 years maybe. So, I do tend to do the same, um, what do you call it? When an artist like has their own style. Yes, I have my own style and I tend to do the same thing for most of my designs. Wow, this is getting in deep. But yeah, so I'm going to leave my ring finger open because that will be the third part video, the finale, the closer. I don't know. I'm trying to think of phrases and failing. But yeah, so once I get all these pieces in place, I'm going to put one more piece down. We're going to give this a cure, and we are almost there. So I'm trying to just quicken up these videos just so you can get the gist of the design. And sometimes I just can't. It's hard to pick what not to show just because even the work and the process, especially if it's something hard or something that takes a while, you always want to like show it so you can like, show to people like, oh my gosh, look at this. I took so long at it, or I did something that's so cool. So at any rate, so this is the end look, and we're not done yet, but it's already looking so pretty and sparkly. So thank you so much for watching. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. And join me tomorrow for our final video of our 3-part series. I'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.